Hello, friends. I wish there was a way I could adjust the camera before I hit that go live button, but oh well. Hey, joining me, it is a Wednesday live core class today. A freshly teeth cleaned Brad coming at you here. So what we're going to do today, we're going to do a real quick stretch and warm up, and then you probably can't see from there, but we're going to run through 7 different exercises. We're going to go through all of those 4 different times, okay? So let's start with a quick warm up. We're just going to come down, touch our toes, hold it for a second, then come back up and reset. We'll do it a couple of times. For those of you that caught the stretch class that I did with Buzz last week, had some good feedback on that video, but I got to tell you, I felt fantastic afterwards. So if you have not found your way over to one of Buzz's Friday stretch classes, highly, highly recommend it. I'm going to take it down one more time. Try to go a little farther each time. Good. We'll do some butt kicks. Real gently to start, just to get those quads loosened. I decided that I would go break out the tank top today because we may not be able to wear these for much longer. All right, stretch out the quads a little bit. Grabbing that foot, pull them back. Like I said, just real kind of quick ones here. We're not trying to hold this, create any discomfort. Just trying to work some blood into the area. We're going to mix in some leg stuff today. So a little core and more, we'll call it. All right, we'll do some trunk twists. Start down nice and slow, just working on range of motion. And then as you get more in, you can kind of go a little faster. No weights or equipment are needed for today. One of the exercises, it'll make it a little bit more fun. So I've got a little 10-pound dumbbell behind me, but do not feel like you need to rush and find something if you don't have it close by. Good. I'm going to go a little to each side too, because we'll be doing some twisting and some oblique stuff. Good. Let's take it down to the floor. Hands underneath our chest, just like we're doing a push-up. Bring it up. Hold it for a second. Drop her down. And one more. Good. So bring your arm across the chest. Again, we're not holding these forever. Just trying to work some blood in there. Getting them warm and ready for some activity. One more. Good. Some arm swings. All right, so first exercise we're going to do is going to be a lunge with a twist. I'm going to try to offset my mat here a little bit so you guys can see a little bit better. We're going to lunge out, twist to the side with the leg forward. So if I lunge out with my left leg forward, I'm going to twist this way first. And then we'll repeat and alternate legs. We're going for 12. So coming out, twist, and back. If you've got a weight and you'd like to hold it, you are welcome to do so. Try not to let that back knee just sit on the ground. If you want to lightly touch, you're welcome to. Eight. I'm really working on trying to get a nice big twist in that core. Get as far over as I can. That's 11. And 12. Good. All right, our next one will be the one that we're using the dumbbell for. Again, you don't have one, not that big a deal. What we're going to do, reaches with these, 10 on each side. So I'm going to bend down, take the weight from about just below my knee, bring it up and across. Okay, so 10 of these. Ready? Here we go. You can get a little pivot on each foot if you'd like. Again, if you don't have a weight, don't feel like you can take this one off. Still do it. I'm at 4. We are going to 10. That's 8. And 10. Good. Quick breather. We're going to switch sides. Got that post-dentist appointment kind of sheen going on in my teeth. It feels great. It feels very refreshing. I will not feel that way when we are done working out our abs. I have an 8, 9, 10. Very nice. All right. We'll do good mornings now. For those of you who have watched my last couple of core classes and really boot camps, you know how much I love good mornings. I'm going to do these with my hands behind my head. You can do them with your hands across your chest, or if you want really, really expert level, you can do it with your hands extended. But what we're going to do here is take a slight bend in the knees, drop the hips back, and let our low back stretch out as we come down, and then use the back to bring ourselves upright again, okay? So we're going to do these for 15. Remember, our knees are not locked here. There's a slight bend in the knees. If you have a dumbbell that you'd like to use, you can hold it against your chest. You can hold it behind your head. I am at 9, 10. We got 5 more. Two more. And 15. Good. All right, we're going to do a weightless front squat. So essentially all we're doing is a squat with our hands out front. We want to keep our body a little bit more perpendicular to the floor, keep the abs tight, and try to sink down to where your upper leg is pretty much parallel to the floor. So arms are straight out front. We're going down and up. Slight pause at the bottom. We got these for 12. There's 2. 3. Apologize, I don't have any music for you. Very hard to do music in the live classes. But it's been nice having it in the recorded ones. I hope you guys appreciate it. If it's not your style of music, maybe let me know. All right, I got one more. Good. All right, next we're going to do V-ups. So we're going to lay on the floor. We've got 10 of these. Our legs are going to be straight out underneath of us. Our arms are going to be straight behind us. And we're going to bring our hands to our toes over top of our body. Okay? If these are a little too difficult, you can do a reverse crunch version this way. We'll be doing the reverse crunch next, but for the purposes of this exercise, you can modify that. If you don't want to do straight arms, you can do them at your chest and just do a V-up with elbows to knees. But I'm going to do the V-up version, unmodified, We got these for 10. Here we go. And I generally will tell you, don't let the feet, don't let the hands hit the ground in between each one. This is an exercise where I typically will, just because I want to maximize that stretch at the bottom in my abdominal wall, so that I know on the next rep, I'm working through my full range of motion. I am at 8, 2 more, 9, 10, good. All right, we're gonna stay down here. We have got our reverse crunches, so our knees are bent, our feet are flat. You can go with your hands across your chest, underneath your backside, behind your head, whatever you'd like, but your head stays attached to the floor, and we just roll our knees up to our chest. We've got 15 of these. And go. This is one I typically will not let my feet hit the ground for. I may be sacrificing a little bit of range of motion on the movement, but I'm gaining constant muscle tension. I am at 10. And 15. Wow, those are rough to do back to back. Who did that? And I stood up for no reason, because next we're doing a full sit-up. So for the full sit-up, if you want the hard version, knees are bent, feet are flat. If you want to modify it a little bit, you can put the feet out in front of you. I usually go somewhere in between. We'll go hands by the head, and I'll typically use them as leverage as I get higher up. So we have got 10 of these. Ready? Go. And I'm going to reach for the ground between my feet. This is another one at the bottom. Obviously, we're going to let our upper body hit. But what I'm also going to do is try to get a little bit of arch in my lower back. Again, stretching out that abdominal wall. It just allows me to work through the full range of motion in a big move like this. I am at 9, 10. There we go. There's our 7 exercises. We went through those a little slow so I can explain them. We're going to go through those 3 more times, a little bit faster. And if I'm going too fast, feel free to pause the video, catch your breath, get something to drink, hit play when you're ready to pick it back up. So here we go. We're going to go lunge and twist for 12. Plus, now that the first round of explanations is over, you don't have to hear me talk as much. Good twist. Try to get there as far back as you can. I am at 6. I tend to keep my hands tight just so that I know the twisting is coming from my abs and not from swinging my arms. Okay, we got the reach with the weight. I wish I had a better name for this, but I don't. 10 on each side. Here we go. Remember, we're doing all one side before we alternate. Think about lengthening your torso, pulling that belly button back into your spine. 9, 10. Good. Switch sides. Get a little bit of a twist and a pivot on the feet. Halfway, 5. If you're keeping up with me, if you're not, go at your own pace. Make sure you're working up a sweat. 8, and 10. Push that last one hard. Almost started walking. All right, we got our good mornings. 15 of these. Go. Big key here, do not lock the legs straight. Keep the back flat. Don't let it round. We don't want to do good mornings that look like this. That's not what we want. Nice flat back. Parallel to the floor at the bottom. And it's 6. Ten. 2 more. 14. 15. All right, we got our front squat. Remember, we're going to 12. Arms out front, nice and straight up. Engage the core. Go. Three more. 12. Not quite as difficult as a front squat, but same idea. All right, we got our V-ups for 10. Remember your modified versions if you need to, and remember that we're following these up with reverse crunches. So do what you got to do. Ready. Go. Two more. 10. Good. All right, 15 reverse crunches. Here we go. Key here, get that backside up off the ground. We do that by rolling the hips up towards our upper body. Don't kick the legs, just roll. Five more. 15. Good. All right. Total body sit up. We've got 10 of these. Ready? Go. Halfway. Again, if you want the easier version, I don't want to say easier, but more modified. Remember, you can let the legs go straight. 2 more. Good. All right, back up. Grab yourself a drink if you need to. We're on to round number 3. If I'm going too fast, again, feel free to pause and change the angle up a little bit. So, lunge with a twist. Here we go. Let that back knee get down as close to the ground as you can. But again, don't rest on it. There's 10. 10 of them. Here we go. I'm going to twist a little this way for you. These are best demonstrated straight on. Try to keep that back flat. 8 and 10. All right, we're going to switch up sides. Here we go. Three more. Good. All right. Good mornings for 15. Hands behind the head. Here we go. If you want the hardest possible version for these, you can always do these in the gym with an actual Olympic bar on your back. Two more. Last one. Good. All right, and our front squats to finish our time on our feet for round 3. Arms straight out. Go. Remember, we got 12 of these. Knees are pushing outwards. Toes are facing outwards slightly. Resist that weight pulling you forward from having your arms out here. One more. Good. All right, we got our V-ups. I don't know about you, but I'm already tired of V-ups. Ten of them. This one might be my most silent round of V-ups yet. Here we go. Halfway. If you're doing the modified version, give the unmodified version a shot here at the last couple. I'm at 7, 8. Make sure you're challenging yourself. 9 and 10. Oh, whew. Very happy we only have one more round of those. All right, reverse crunches for 15. Go. Eight. And 15. And we will finish out round 3 with a full sit-up. Ready? Go. Two more. I gotta remind myself to talk during these because I'm sure it's not fun to listen to me sit there and puff and moan and groan as your only audio source, but it's hard, man. You guys are doing this with me. All right, lunge with a twist. This is our final round. If you've been doing the modified versions, I really encourage you to give the unmodified versions a shot because this is your last chance to do so. So here we go, lunge with a twist. This one's 9, 10, and 12. All right, we are going to do our twist and reach with a weight. I like that name, twist and reach. It's too bad it took me 4 rounds to figure out a name for it, but we got there. Here we go. I'm going left side first. Twist, reach. Don't forget to pivot on those toes a little bit. And 10. Good. All right. Other side. Here we go. Three more. One more. 10. All right. Last round of good mornings. 15 of them. Ready? Here we go. Ten. If you take nothing else away from this class today, and I never see you again, try to do some good mornings a couple times a week, especially if you are somebody who finds themselves working behind a desk for most of the day. All right, we've got our front squat for 12. Go. You knew it wouldn't be a workout with me if there wasn't squatting of some kind involved. $11, $12. Down to the ground. Our final, most formidable round of V-ups yet. Again, if you've been doing a modified version, I encourage you to try the unmodified, at least for the first one, or maybe for the last one. It's the only way you'll get better is by challenging yourself. Here we go. 10 of them. Today is those days where just doing 3 of these feels challenging to yours truly. But I'm halfway there. Two more. 10. Very good. If you just tried to do one unmodified while you've been doing modified, congratulations to you. Way to challenge yourself. That's what we're here for. All right, we've got 15 reverse crunches. Ready? Go. Get those hips up off the ground at the top of the move. Think about curling them back to your chest. That is 10 for me. 15. And our final exercise of the afternoon, mid-morning, whatever it is a full sit-up. We've got 10 of them. Ready? Go. Eight, 9, 10. Woo! Very nice. Congratulations. Thank you very much for joining me. I want to tilt this back so you can see my face while I talk. Better. So, thank you a ton for joining me for our Wednesday core class. Even if you didn't watch it live and you're just watching it on repeat because you're looking for a good core workout, we really appreciate it. Likes, comments, subscribes, all of those things help us out a ton, so feel free to leave any of them down below. If you want to reach out to us a little more personally, you have some questions or comments, feel free to do so at our email address, virtualwellness@trihealth.com. On another side of things, and many of you know I'm a huge baseball fan. The baseball world lost two really great guys last week. Tom Seaver, who's probably one of the greatest Mets of all time. He was also a Red for a short amount of time. And Lou Brock, who's the king of base stealing before a guy named Ricky Henderson came along. So if you don't know who those guys are, I encourage you to take a look at them. Two really great guys that will be sorely missed. So just wanted to give them a little shout out. So, all right. Well, thank you very much for joining me. I have been Brad, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.